This channel is supported by my online fishing courses, and you can learn more and get significant discounts at saltstrong.com/Skinner. I'll have links to all of the gear in the video description. And if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. Alright, I'm really going to have to fight the wind on this one. It wasn't supposed to be as strong as it is, but boy, it's going to blow the whole time. Going to use those pedals to keep that drift speed down. Otherwise, I've got like an unworkable, almost 2.5 mile an hour drift speed. But, yep, going to get through it and put some fish in the yak. Okay, so mostly I'm going to try to keep that bow into the wind. I've got the wind going with the current. And like I mentioned, it's just too fast of a drift if I were to just drift broadside with the wind. So, you know, I'm going to give a couple of occasional pumps on the pedals, just like that. Got my hand on the rudder, and that will help me keep the bow into it and keep the drift speed more like in that 1 to 1.5 mile an hour range. All right, take note of the water clarity or lack thereof here. You know, it's not great. All right, so that's a fish that's close to keeper size, which is a 19-inch limit. But yeah, this water here is not as clear as I would like it to be, and it's actually going to play into the fishing in this. You see, actually, it's a little bit clearer here, and that was a move I made, and it was only moving maybe 100 feet or so, and there was kind of a line where it was dirtier one side. This is a little bit clearer. I did better in the clearer water.
Whoa. This one's got a little potential. Nothing giant, definitely a keeper.
Alright, still not seeing bait in the bay. And when it's like that, then often the fish are feeding on crabs. I love to use that 3-inch gulp shrimp on that teaser hook, and it's just a plain hook. And it's a situation where on the bottom, I'll use some kind of a brownish orange crab colored bucktail, and I have a gulp nemesis on that bucktail. Okay, that one was big enough to keep. I'm just not keeping anything this trip. I was out the previous day, so I have meat in the freezer from that. Just going to be out for some fun. I like the challenge of going out and catching them in the kayak. So I could also use a drift sock to slow the drift down here, but I prefer to use the pedals because it gives me a little bit more control, and also for this area it gives me the ability to turn the yak around quickly if I have to, because I have to deal with boat waves at times. And yeah, you're going to get to see that. I'm going to have kind of an incident towards the end. It's kind of amazing that somebody would come that close that fast, but yeah, you'll get to see that. So there's a little mini fleet of about a dozen boats or so, including a party boat, just, I don't know, a couple of 100 feet to my, what would be my right as I'm sitting here. There's a bar between where I am and where they are. Yeah, I'm doing quite well here, and this is another one that's just going to make it. If I wanted to keep him, I could. But I'm watching those other boats that are out there. I'm close enough where I can see if they're catching anything, if they're netting anything, and I'm not seeing it. I'm sure they're getting a few fish out there, but I'm going to stay in this water. I do believe they are in cleaner water than this, but this is working out, and it's producing. I prefer not to be in the boats when I'm kayak fishing, so I'm going to stay with this.
I'm not going to net him. That's a keeper, though. drinking gulp juice. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's bait from the boats. Definitely keeper. There's 2 keepers on 2 drifts.
I don't like using the net, but boy, when they come into the cockpit of the kayak and they're lively, oh boy, they can make a mess.
It is sweet.
Yeah, so there you have it. If you've never tasted gulp juice, I can tell you it's pretty disgusting, but it is sweet. All right, it's right around slack current now, so I am basically trolling into the wind. All right, so that's a solid bay fish, and boy, I keep noticing the larger ones hit the bucktail, although probably the teaser is winning on numbers. Hey, those gulp nemesis, as long as you don't have a lot of interference fish ripping the tails off, boy, they look great in the water. They catch a lot of fish. Okay, right after that fish, I'm just drifting back with the wind. There's very little current right now. Okay, and back up trolling, and what I like about the trolling is you can put it exactly where you want it. To my right is that bar, so what I'm doing is I'm working, it's a wide channel, but I'm staying right on the edge, kind of where the drop-off is. It's working great. All right, I have wind against current right now, so I'm trolling into the wind, but with the current, you always want to be moving with the current. Then on the way back, I just basically pedal with the wind into the current, not fishing. All I'm doing is I'm heading back to reset my troll, so again, I can troll with the current. And yeah, I'm just working over the same area. Sometimes you can get a glance of my plotter. You see all that red on the plotter. I'm pounding the same area because I've got the fish pretty well figured out where they are, and hey, this is just working out great. So despite having to fight the wind, which costs a lot of time because you have to pedal into it and it's harder to do that, yeah, end up with 21 fluke and at least 5 keepers. All right, I want to draw your attention to that red boat speeding along to my left. That's a towboat US boat. It's in what I consider the boat highway. I'm going to glance back there in a second. There's another boat behind it, and that's the normal route that boats take here. There probably 50, 60 boats went by me while I was out on this trip. And I have to pay attention to that because what happens is about 90 seconds after those boats come down that highway, they kind of make a left where there's a buoy, and it throws some waves in my direction, and I have to react to that. And, if the waves are kind of large, these aren't too bad, but I'm going to play it safe here and turn the kayak bow into the waves. And this is absolutely routine for fishing this area. And like I said, those boats, you know, they can go as fast as they want over there. I don't expect anybody to ever have to slow down. And yeah, it was nice. There's some separation between where I am and where the boats are. Because like I said, I've been fishing on the edge of the channel.
This guy's gonna kill me. Wow. Seriously? Do you even see me? What the f? Boy, he had to go out of his way to do that.
Yeah, you know, I always say I don't expect any extra consideration because I'm in a kayak, but would you even do that to another boat? Yeah, I don't get it. And just looking at this, I mean, he's got to see me because I see him make a slight course correction, and then he like intentionally runs really close. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it. You know, I could see if I was in the middle of a narrow, crowded channel, but come on, I'm the only boat here. The channel's wide. There's plenty of room. Yeah, I don't understand.
What the?
Okay, be safe out there, and if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe.